Can you believe there is a country that holds the largest proven oil reserves on the planet, yet once went through a period when a loaf of bread cost more than many workers earned in a month? That country is Venezuela, a nation located in the northern part of South America, where the natural beauty is almost unbelievable, where the world's tallest waterfall is found, where ancient mountains that existed billions of years ago still stand, where women are famous for their striking beauty, and where one of the greatest economic crises in modern history unfolded. Today, let's explore what life is really like in Venezuela, the country of some of the most unbelievable contradictions in the world. Imagine living on top of a massive treasure. Beneath your feet lie hundreds of billions of barrels of oil. The entire world needs the resource your country possesses. But then, one day, the money in your pocket is no longer enough to buy food for your family. That was once the reality for millions of Venezuelans. Venezuela holds the largest proven oil reserves in the world. For decades, oil generated enormous revenue for the country. There was a time when Caracas was considered one of the wealthiest cities in Latin America. Modern buildings were rising everywhere, and imported cars filled the streets. People believed that their endless natural resources would bring prosperity forever. But everything changed. When an economy depends too heavily on oil, any fluctuation in oil prices can shake the entire nation. And that is exactly what happened. If you enjoy authentic documentary stories about countries around the world, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our next exciting journeys. While many parts of the country were once plunged into darkness because of power outages, there is one place in Venezuela where the sky almost never stops glowing. That place is the Catatumbo lightning phenomenon. In the area around Lake Maracaibo, lightning storms occur with astonishing frequency. On some nights, the sky flashes continuously thousands of times. This phenomenon has occurred for centuries and is considered the place with the highest concentration of lightning in the world. Ancient sailors once used the light from these storms as a natural lighthouse to navigate the sea. Today, Catatumbo lightning has become one of the most famous natural phenomena in South America. It is proof that Venezuela is not only rich in oil, but also home to wonders that amaze the entire world. How can one of the most resource-rich countries on Earth fall into a prolonged crisis? To understand that, we need to go back in time. The name Venezuela first appeared in the 15th century, when European explorers arrived in the region. They saw houses built on the water and were reminded of the city of Venice in Italy. That is why the region was called Venezuela, meaning Little Venice. In the 20th century, the discovery of massive oil fields completely changed the country's destiny. Oil became the main source of income, and the economy grew increasingly dependent on this resource. When oil prices were high, the country prospered. But when oil prices fell, its weaknesses began to emerge. Problems with economic management, declining domestic production, rising inflation, and other factors pushed Venezuela into a period of severe hardship. The economic crisis led to major social upheaval, and its consequences continue to affect the country to this day. If there is one thing that has made Venezuela famous around the world, besides oil and natural beauty, it is the beauty of its women. Venezuela is often called the beauty queen capital of the world. It is no coincidence that this country has won some of the highest numbers of international beauty titles in the world. From Miss Universe to Miss World, Venezuela has repeatedly captured the attention of the entire planet. What makes Venezuelan women especially remarkable is that their beauty is not only about physical appearance. They are often known for their confidence, strong communication skills, and incredibly charming presence. The blending of many different ethnic backgrounds over generations has created an extraordinarily diverse standard of beauty. You can meet women with long black hair and healthy bronze skin, but you can also find women with light-colored eyes and features that reflect European ancestry. In Caracas, Valencia, or Maracaibo, it is very common to see women who dress elegantly and take great pride in their appearance. The beauty industry in Venezuela has grown so influential that many people describe it as the training ground for beauty queens around the world. However, behind that beauty are stories of incredible resilience. During the years of economic crisis, many Venezuelan women became the backbone of their families. They worked hard, ran small businesses, cared for their children, and helped their families survive difficult times. The beauty of Venezuelan women comes not only from their appearance, but also from their strength, perseverance, and ability to adapt in the face of life's challenges. If you enjoy fascinating stories about people and cultures from countries around the world, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now and join us on our next journeys of discovery. What happens when money is printed faster than goods can be produced? Imagine a village with 10 loaves of bread and $10. Each loaf costs $1. But if each amount of money suddenly increases to $100, while there are still only 10 loaves of bread, people will have to compete to buy the bread. As a result, the price of bread goes up. That is the basic principle of inflation. When inflation spirals out of control, it becomes hyperinflation. People lose confidence in the currency, and their savings disappear. Businesses struggle to survive. That was one of the greatest challenges Venezuela ever faced. What would you do if your children's future became too uncertain? Millions of Venezuelans chose to leave. Many families sold everything they owned. They crossed borders by bus, by car, and sometimes even on foot for hundreds of miles. The most common destinations were Colombia, Peru, Chile, Brazil, Spain, and the United States. This is considered one of the largest migration waves in modern Latin American history. The most heartbreaking part was not leaving their homeland. It was being separated from their families. Many people moved abroad to work and send money back to their parents, spouses, and children. No matter where they are, most of them still hope that one day they will be able to return home. What is truly remarkable is that despite countless hardships, Venezuela still possesses one of the most beautiful natural treasures on the planet. The most famous of them is Angel Falls, the highest waterfall in the world, with water plunging from a height of nearly 1 kilometer. Next are the mysterious Tepuy Mountains. These flat-topped rock formations look like islands floating among the clouds. One of them is Mount Roraima, a mountain believed to have inspired many famous adventure stories. Farther south lies the Venezuelan Amazon rainforest, one of the most mysterious wilderness regions in the world. It is home to jaguars, pink river dolphins, harpy eagles, giant anacondas, and countless rare species of wildlife. The natural environment here is so untouched that many areas remain virtually unaffected by human activity. If Venezuela becomes fully stable in the future, many experts believe it could become one of the most attractive tourist destinations in the world. Can Venezuela return to its days of prosperity? That is the question millions of people in the country are still waiting to have answered. Venezuela still possesses advantages that many nations can only dream of. Enormous natural resources, breathtaking landscapes, a strategic geographic location, and hardworking, resilient people. In recent years, the economy has shown some signs of greater stability compared to the peak years of the crisis. However, the country still faces many challenges that must be overcome. If the right conditions emerge, Venezuela could fully capitalize on its resources, develop its tourism industry, and attract investment to create a brighter future. And perhaps what the Venezuelan people want most is not wealth, but simply a stable life where families no longer have to be separated and those who left their homeland can return. If you enjoy documentary-style content that explores real life in countries around the world, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow the channel so you don't miss our next exciting journeys of discovery.